Hey cruisers! Planning an Alaskan cruise? There's so much to know that can make your trip unforgettable before setting sail. From must-see glaciers to packing tips and hidden gems, let me share what I've learned so you can make the most of your Alaskan adventure. Let's get started. When planning your Alaskan cruise, the itinerary is one of the most important things to consider. There are several options to choose from: round trips from Seattle or Vancouver, or one-way trips that travel between cities like Seattle and Seward. Each has its own advantages, but if this is your once-in-a-lifetime trip, make sure your itinerary includes a visit to a glacier, like Glacier Bay, Hubbard Glacier, or Dawes Glacier. Glacier Bay is especially recommended because it's a protected national park, and park rangers will come on board to share fascinating facts about the area. It's both breathtaking and educational. The reason this choice matters so much is that the glaciers are one of Alaska's biggest attractions. Seeing them up close, with their towering ice walls and vivid blue hues, is an experience you don't want to miss. Some itineraries skip these spots, so double-check before booking. A good itinerary also balances time spent in port so you can explore charming towns like Juneau or Ketchikan without feeling rushed. A little research can make a big difference in creating unforgettable memories. Not all Alaskan cruises give you the same amount of time to explore each port, so it's important to check this before booking. Some cruise lines, like Norwegian, may only give you a few hours in towns like Ketchikan or Sitka, especially if a bus ride is required to reach the main area. If you only have 5 or 6 hours in port and part of that time is spent traveling, you might only have time for one activity or excursion. This can be frustrating, especially if you're hoping to explore multiple attractions. Longer port times allow you to soak in the beauty and charm of Alaska's towns at your own pace. You can enjoy an excursion like whale watching or a train ride and still have time to stroll through local shops or grab a bite of fresh seafood. If exploring each port is a priority for you, look for itineraries with extended stops. This can make your trip more relaxed and fulfilling. Don't forget to factor in travel time to and from the ship. The time of year you choose for your Alaskan cruise can impact your experience in big ways. The cruise season runs from April to October, but the best time depends on what matters most to you. Early season cruises, April, May, and late season ones, September, October, often have cheaper prices and smaller crowds. However, keep in mind that during these times, some businesses and excursions may not be open since many workers in Alaska are seasonal. If you cruise during the peak summer months, June, August, you'll enjoy warmer weather and more open attractions, but you'll likely face bigger crowds and higher prices. Peak season is also mosquito season, so pack bug spray. Each time of year has its trade-offs, so decide what's most important: budget-friendly travel, warmer weather, or less crowding, and plan accordingly. Shore excursions in Alaska are an amazing way to experience the state's beauty and wildlife, but they can be expensive. Activities like helicopter rides, seaplane tours, or guided fishing trips often start around $500 per person. If these are on your bucket list, be sure to factor them into your budget early on. There are also more affordable options like walking tours, hiking trails, or visiting local museums that still let you explore Alaska's unique culture and scenery without breaking the bank. To save money, compare prices between the cruise line and local providers. For example, the famous train ride in Skagway might cost less if you book directly with the operator instead of through the ship. However, keep in mind that booking independently means you're responsible for getting back to the ship on time. With some planning and research, you can enjoy unforgettable adventures that fit your budget. Alaskan cruises are not the same as relaxing Caribbean vacations where you lounge by the pool or nap on the beach. In Alaska, most days are filled with thrilling excursions like hiking, kayaking, or wildlife tours. Ports often open early, so you might find yourself starting your day at 7 a.m. to make the most of your time on land. This can be challenging if you're not a morning person, but the reward of experiencing Alaska's breathtaking landscapes is well worth it. Even on sea days, the vibe is more about enjoying nature than soaking up the sun. The cooler weather and scenic views make you want to grab a warm drink and watch the world go by rather than lounge on the deck. If you prefer a more relaxing pace, there are quieter excursions available, but overall, be ready to stay active and embrace the adventure. Alaska is a place to explore, not just to sit back and relax. Southern Alaska is part of a rainforest, so you should be ready for wet weather during your cruise. A good raincoat, waterproof boots, and layers are essential. Umbrellas might seem like a good idea, but Alaska's windy conditions often make them hard to use. A poncho or high-quality rain jacket will keep you dry and comfortable, no matter what the weather throws your way. In addition to rain, temperatures can vary a lot, even within a single day. Mornings may be chilly, but afternoons can warm up, especially in the summer. Pack clothes you can layer so you're ready for anything. Being prepared for the weather ensures that a little rain or cold won't dampen your Alaskan adventure. Prepare for mosquitoes. In the summer months, Alaska's mosquitoes are everywhere, and they're big. Some locals even joke that they're the state bird. If you're cruising during peak season, which is June to August, you'll want to pack insect repellent to keep them at bay. These mosquitoes thrive near water and in damp conditions, so whether you're hiking, fishing, or simply exploring, it's best to be prepared. While they can be a nuisance, they shouldn't ruin your trip if you come ready. Long sleeves and pants, especially ones treated with bug spray, can provide extra protection. The good news? These pesky bugs don't usually show up early or late in the season, so if you're cruising in April, May, September, or October, you'll likely avoid them altogether. Choose the right cruise line. Picking the right cruise line can make a big difference in your Alaskan adventure. If you're traveling with family and want lots of activities, consider lines like Disney, Royal Caribbean, or Norwegian. These ships offer fun options for kids and teens, from water slides to rock climbing walls. On the other hand, if you're looking for a quieter, more relaxing experience, consider Princess, Celebrity, or Viking. For those who crave a more adventurous trip, expedition cruises are worth exploring. These smaller ships often go off the beaten path and stay longer in ports, allowing for unique activities like glacier trekking or remote wildlife tours. While they can be pricier, they're perfect for travelers who want to fully immerse themselves in Alaska's rugged beauty. Take time to research and choose the cruise line that best matches your travel style and priorities. Decide on cabin type. Your choice of cabin can greatly affect your Alaskan cruise experience. If your budget allows, go for a balcony or ocean view cabin. Alaska's landscapes are stunning, with towering glaciers, lush forests, and wildlife often visible right from the ship. Having a private space to take in these views can be a memorable part of your trip, especially during scenic cruising days like Glacier Bay or the Inside Passage. If a balcony isn't in your budget, don't worry. Inside cabins are a more affordable option, and most ships have plenty of observation areas where you can enjoy the scenery. Alternatively, you could allocate your savings toward excursions or other activities. Remember, Alaska is all about what you see and do outside of your cabin, so even the most basic room will still let you enjoy the adventure. Look for authentic souvenirs. If you're planning to bring home souvenirs from Alaska, be aware that many shops sell mass-produced items that aren't made locally. To ensure you're getting something truly Alaskan, look for the official Alaskan-made seal on products. This guarantees that the item was crafted in Alaska and not imported from somewhere else. It's a great way to support local artisans and take home a unique piece of the state's culture. You'll find plenty of souvenir shops in popular ports like Juneau and Ketchikan, but many carry the same items. Take your time to browse for something special, like hand-carved totems, locally made jewelry, or art that reflects Alaska's rich history and natural beauty. Choosing authentic souvenirs makes your memories of Alaska even more meaningful. Use Seattle's baggage service. If your Alaskan cruise starts and ends in Seattle, take advantage of the city's convenient baggage service. Instead of lugging your suitcases off the ship and through the airport, you can sign up to have your bags sent directly from the cruise port to Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. This service costs the same as checking your luggage with the airline, and if you have free checked bags through a frequent flyer program, it's included. Using this service means you can explore Seattle freely after disembarking, without the hassle of dragging luggage around. Whether you want to visit Pike Place Market, the Space Needle, or other local attractions, you'll have more time to enjoy the city stress-free before heading home. It's a small convenience that can make a big difference at the end of your trip. Consider adding a land tour. An Alaskan cruise only shows you a small portion of the state, primarily coastal towns in the southern region. To truly experience Alaska's vast beauty, consider adding a land tour to destinations like Denali National Park, Homer, or Seward. These areas offer incredible opportunities to see towering mountains, expansive tundra, and more wildlife than you'll encounter on the cruise. You can plan the land portion on your own or book a cruise tour through the cruise line, which combines the ship and land travel. Doing it yourself is often more affordable and gives you flexibility to customize your schedule. Whether you're exploring the state by car or train, adding a land tour gives you a fuller picture of Alaska's breathtaking landscapes and unique culture. It's an adventure you won't regret. Check out this video next for more cruising tips. I'll see you there.